Hey guys, I'm going to teach you how you can correctly punctuate complex and compound sentences today. We'll start with complex sentences. If you remember, a complex sentence is a dependent clause joined with an independent clause. So the way you punctuate these depends on the way that you have the two clauses ordered. So when you have a dependent clause followed by an independent clause, you need a comma. If you have an independent clause followed by a dependent clause, no comma is needed. So, for example, take a look at this sentence. I have no food since I haven't gone to the store in a long time. I have no food is an independent clause. Since I haven't gone to the store in a long time is a dependent clause. Since we have an independent clause followed by a dependent clause, no punctuation is needed. However, if you have a dependent clause followed by an independent clause, that's when you need the comma. Because my hearing is bad, I ask people to repeat what they say. Because my hearing is bad is a dependent clause, so I need the comma to set it off from the independent clause. Okay, so that's complex sentences. Now remember, the other type of sentence that we've been talking about is a compound sentence. And there's three different ways that you can punctuate two independent clauses when you bring them together. Those three ways are with a comma and a conjunction, a period and a capital letter, or just a semicolon. So to help you with this, I want to help remind you what a conjunction is. So here's a list of conjunctions: for, and, nor, but. It should be or, ignore the extra O, yet, and so. So you can remember that with the acronym fanboys. So with that said, here's an example of two independent clauses joined with a comma and a conjunction. I love reading, comma, and I kind of like grammar. I love reading, independent clause. I kind of like grammar, independent clause. To join them, I'm going to use a comma and a conjunction. Here's how you can use a semicolon to join two independent clauses. I like peanut butter. Joe likes spinach. Notice I just have a semicolon. When you use the semicolon, you don't need a conjunction or anything else. You just put that right in between the two independent clauses. And finally, this one's pretty easy. You all know this one. Period and a capital letter. So you're just turning the two independent clauses into separate sentences. I wish I was golfing. You wish rabbits could fly. Period, capital letter. So there you have it. Those are the basics for the different types of ways to join complex and compound sentences. A little bit later on, we'll get into reasons why you might choose one way of punctuating compound sentences over another. But for right now, just work with the basics. What I want you to do now, after watching this video, is to write 3 compound sentences and 3 complex sentences. Make sure you punctuate them correctly. When you finish that, show them to me, and I'll give you some tips. All right, thanks guys.